Just like that, we are back to streaming. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all ready for some Tainted Grail. I know I am, because this game is really fun. Let's see. I did stream a little bit on YouTube today. That seemed to have went pretty well. But why would you go to YouTube? Because I'm not affiliate yet. I get to test the runs. I get to test them all.
The shrine. You feel as the priestess lay.
Okay, so we got some healing. I don't remember what build we were doing for this run. Oh, right. We're Pathfinder. We'll gain 5 armor, but we'll do insight. We have 2 blocks. Next turn. Insight. Block. Onslaught. I wish I had a block. That. So keep that on the back burner. That one's down. And we are going to take damage this turn. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright. Got some blood for the blood god, wealth for me. So we got hunting grounds there. Is that the bard? Breath control. Small blessing. Exploit card. Block. Pop that. We will attack you. Cat. So we just want to strike heavy here. This turn is actually going to hurt. 4-6. We'll live though. We don't have any blocks. Kill. Nope. There we go. Deep breath. 3. Whack. Kill. No, we cannot. So we'll just do that. Oh, whoops. Really need to read the cards before I play them. So, small blessing, 2 free cards, 2 blocks. And we can just hit attack. There we go. So who are you?
Okay, what if we're also echoes of a powerful desire? And is there any desire stronger than the urge to live? What if we found a yearning even stronger than that? What would it do to the weirdness around us?
Lady, I am looking for my car keys. So unless my car keys are in your village.
Yes. Go find my village. Meet the people there. See if you can think of anything that could ease their pain. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you'll know the village once you see it with your own eyes. I can't pinpoint the exact direction since it's buried deep within the weirdness.
Yep, so we got that quest.
What could it be that you think you need? I have to warn you that nothing is free here.
Of course. Take a random stat boost. Because we got 3 potions. Okay, we'll backtrack down here, get rid of all the enemies, pop a candle. Yeah. This enemy gets stronger with each attack, every time we attack it. Deep breath. This. We get 3 shields. Small blessing. Block. And there we go, enemy down. Cracked Ethel. Don't need that quite yet, but we're gonna take it with us. It'll be a secret tool that'll help us later. Is there any other enemies on the map? Before we go hunting. Nope, I think we got them all. Yep, and all that's left is the pain in the ass. Oh. Had to fight that guy. Oh, no, there is an enemy left. The treasure demon. Treasure guardian. So basically, what you want to do... So gain 10 barrier next turn. You want to take these guys out. And then they'll start attacking him. See, and now they'll both attack him. Now they're back to being servants. That, the small blessing. We will stun you. Give him a big meaty whack. Breath control. Insight, block. And we'll hit him. And there we go. Easy as that. We want Spirit Strike, just for that 15 barrier. I don't think we ever really have. Actually, we want Agility.
You found what was protected by this. When you
The
filled your
secret treasure.
pockets up to the brim.
Let's do a weapon slot. Open runestones. Damage. Yes, we want to put Ethel there. Can I use this again? Nope. Yep, so we'll go to...
The local hunters call it.
We're sleeping. See, now we can pop this for free. And we'll gain 50% damage next turn. Or you can kill. I was about to say, like, what? stun. Cat, better than expected. And yeah, we should be able to kill. Yep, there we go. Two skills will restore health. Now we can go into this boss fight with full HP. Because I hate this boss fight with a fiery passion. Like, I would rather take the golem 100 times over. Yeah, okay, just for shits and giggles. So we want insight, small blessing. Look at that, free breath control. All enemies for behind this turn will reduce the cost of random. Okay, so we got him stunned. Got some good damage going out right away. And now here comes the fun part where they just start barriering the hell out of each other. Caught that for free. I really wish we had a better hand. Because this turn's gonna hurt. Inside, block, spirit attack. We could do breath control. Let's do breath control. Sweet, return. Insight, block, another block. We'll do this. And then we will 20, 18 to 41. Just throw out another block, just for the hell of it. Okay, the next card play. Yep, let's do it. Our health is there, so yeah, we should be fine this turn. Let's go. Insight, small blessing, spike throw, block, kick, bear your guys down. Now we can start focusing on the other two. Let's go, breath control. Insight. We will use the smoke bomb. This will take 35 damage this turn. Never mind. I was really hoping you'd do something different. Could kill him. Or he could low roll it. That's fine. Everything's fine. We will breath control. Block. Low roll on that attack. Okay. Save that for next turn. Spirit attack, so we get 45 barrier. Smart strike. Proper ultimate. Insight, small blessing. We will breath control. that for next turn. Back. I don't have a block up, but that should not kill. This. And because I'm coward, pop potion. Okay, so we need at least one block up. Perfect. So we do one block, so we'll do this, this, this. And we'll just Storm Blades him. Perfect. That went way smoother than expected. Thank you for the candles. Very cool.
This feels like an echo of something that happened before. Like then, you're left with the sensation of a strange power growing within you.
Power courses through me. Do power circulation. Back to the village. Run over here.
You see the man playing with a wolf. Looking closer, you realize that it's the same wolf that joined your adventure a while ago.
Cinnamon made a
Came
friend.
over here. It's a magnificent creature. I'm pretty sure it was looking for you.
Rest. And we'll hold off on the rest of it. See what else this town has.
Thank you for breaking me out of that prison. It felt like eternity. Maybe it was an eternity. Are you ready to practice?
Get new cards, remove cards from the deck. So get a new card. Stunning blow. Candle maker.
Good to see.
Buy another candle. Damage boost, increase healing. We will view all locations. Let's just go for a flat damage boost increase whenever we want to get a blessing.
What can I do?
Starts with 5 armor. Wealth gain. Let's go with +5 armor at the start of each run.
You're quite a gambler, yes.
I can't gamble with them. Because I think we could feed that to the Ogre Knight. Alright, let's get back out there. Down here, we'll fight you. Inside. Duplicate the next card played. I thought we could have went for the kill. Let's go with side block. Insight, block. Ooh, that's a pretty good card to pull on that. Control. Block, block. Let's go for the rat now. Insight, block. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill. Do this. Pop an ultimate, and just take care of that. Level 7, let's go. So, trick 5. We'll do crippling attack. Additional combat, increase your damage. Okay. So save that one for a rainy day. We will fight you. Say block. Let's see. Yes. That. Keep that in the reserves. We draw 2 more cards next turn. Breath. Attack. That. Attack twice. We're doing a disturbance, and we are going to take a hit this turn. That's okay. Insight, block, small blessing, another block. So we'll take no damage this turn. Deep breath. Block, get rid of disturbance. Give him a good whack. We will that. Gets a barrier. Okay, that card. Okay. So we will take some damage and see low rolls. Yep, we high rolled. None of them are planning to attack. Well, that works. Deep breath. Stun him. And then we'll pop that so we won't have to. Oops. We didn't see that, right? Level 8. Got some meat. One block. Additional block's always good. You play 4 more cards this turn. The first hit on your next turn deals 400% damage. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
The path you walk doesn't seem to be out of the ordinary. Yet suddenly you hear strange, loud voices resembling a choir.
Provide. We need to
Oh,
provide.
shut up, you damn parasites.
Now you see them, all of them. An old lady carrying a lot of strange things on her back, and a crew of men trudging after her. All are bald and half naked. Some push a carriage filled with things you can't quite make out.
Blessed be my soul, stranger. Alive at that. Thanks to the All-Mother.
She gives you a broad smile and waddles towards you.
You know what? This lady probably would appreciate a bouquet made of hands.
You show her the bouquet you received from the florist. She gives you a perplexed look.
Nope, she wasn't
We're
it.
on our way to the battlefield with supplies for the army, but it seems we lost our way when this strange fog trapped us last night.
It seems that she didn't notice that members of her crew have been dead for quite a while now.
The wizard Merlin was supposed to lead our troops with Sir Galahad. We were to meet them somewhere around here. Oh, I guess sharing some of these things can't hurt. Here, take a look.
You try to explain that the battle she's trying to find must be a thing of the past, of some past at least. For all you know, Merlin could be dead, and there's no war happening in this reality.
Yeah, there's a...
She looks at you with sadness, as if her hope or
Oh, whoops.
purpose has been shattered by your truth.
Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm out of here. See you later. Let's pop... Oh, we're putting on healing. Isn't this the candle maker? That's
The choking stench of tallow permeates the air. A candle maker's house stands alone within the weirdness, the inquisitive tendrils held at bay by dozens. You weren't the only one who came up with the idea to search for weird candles in this old house.
No. Ye- Inside block will stun you. What did we kill? Yes, we can. Nobody knows what will happen after eating a mushroom. You get high. Oh, perfect. 2 candles. Yeah, I'll fight you. Okay. We will stun you. And probably focus him down. Bonk. Ouch. That's exactly what I needed. Back. That was not what I needed. Inside block. Come on, big money, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Whammy. One block. We will stop. Kill. 2 more blocks. Okay, I think we just go for the kill. Yeah, we definitely just go for the kill. And there we go. Soul Harvester's done. Yep, so one more of those and we can upgrade it. What the fuck? Oh, he was guarding the Candlemaker's house. Yeah, sneak by here real quick. Yep, gotta fight the troll. Let's see if we could find a different enemy that's not just gonna destroy me right out the gate. Because I like how this run is going so far. Alright, ask for a blessing. 10 HP, I'll take it. Got a chest. We could get some fat loot here. We'll do this with the block. Some big damage out. We'll end our turn. And so, we will stun you. Nope. Okay, so we need to kill her this turn. And we do just that. Easy. Yeah, we level up. That's it. Let's reroll. That seems like it comes ready.
You find a chest.
Open
You feel a
chest.
sharp sting. After a
Fuck.
while, you can't
No, we lost 10 armor for the sake of weird stones. Okay, so onslaught, blockade. Throw out another block. Big hit. I was honestly hoping for a bigger hit than that, but we won't take damage this turn. Yeah, we'll do that. I guess we... This. I was really hoping for a block, but maybe we can high roll this. Okay. I think we die anyways. Nope. Last resort. And we win. Don't ask me how, but we did. Please, sir, I need full health.
An old man strolls among the trees, observing the ground with interest. Strangely, he holds no weird candle in his hand, only a wooden walking stick. He lights up with joy as he sees you.
Oh, hello, Wanderer. I see you enjoy these strolls through the forest also.
The man seems weirdly oblivious to the surrounding weirdness.
Walking is healthy, and while I walk, I find things from all over. Want to see my collection?
You know what? Sure. Oh. Huh. You know, I don't think I want to deal with this guy anymore. See you later. Please don't follow me. Yeah, we're gonna die anyways. He's gonna block. Yeah, we're dead this turn. If I'm going down, I'm taking that guy with me. Damn. And we did unlock a new character. Okay. Do one hit, discard all attack cards. Ooh. That'd be a good boss nuke. Draw additional card over your hand limit, increase your damage by 50%. So each turn, draw one additional card. Okay. You need to complete quests. Okay. So even though we have them in our village, they're not saved. Let's see here. Start with a random consumable. Big Pathfinder. And those Sentinel's pretty fun too. Dun, dun. Hoarding more. What's that? Oh, it creates 20 barrier.
The
Yeah.
blacksmith is hard.
What's that, buddy?
You're not giving up, are you? Fine, fine. I'll tell you.
Lore.
I really loved me village and me people. When the army marched through our lands, I thought the All-Mother herself had blessed me. I got a contract to forge soldiers' weapons. But something went wrong. The weapons weakened instead of getting harder. So the army blacksmith accused me of treason. They didn't hang me because my people demanded a fair trial. But there was no time for one, so the army burned down me workshop and told me to leave.
Damn.
I had no choice. It was that or the noose. This anvil is the one thing that survived the fire. No, I don't care about that. It was so long ago. It's just a habit of mine. Whenever I work on weapons, I like to get angry. And then I force myself to care. And you get the gist. My only regret from those days is that I didn't get the chance to say goodbye to me beloved Silence.
He quickly realizes that a question is forming in your mind.
No more questions.
Silence.
Oh.
His eyes sparkle as he starts to tell the tale.
She was the most beautiful person I have ever met. We would only meet at night, near the water. She didn't speak, true, but we understood each other very well. I miss her every day. So please, forget what I told you considering the other blacksmith and all that treason. It really doesn't bother me anymore. But Silence, if you ever meet her, please tell her I'm here. If she wants to join us, I promise I'll take care of her. I'd be glad to have someone to talk to besides me anvil.
Okay. Yeah, we could definitely find her. Where's she? Condition card. We want the cracked calc. And we want cracked man. We want that there. We want that there. That little bit of healing every fight goes a long ways. Alright, let's go beat up some demons. And down. Okay. Oh, darn knife. Yeah, we want trap. And one additional card. Alrighty, next fight. They're both gonna attack. Yeah, we block. And kill. Now you can. Twice deal max damage. Once again, another secret runestone that'll help us later.
Finally, we're pretty close. Let's move, and we'll get
Oh,
to meet
yeah,
treasure
we
in
gotta
no
get the
time
treasure.
at all.
You walk and walk, yet the scenery doesn't seem to change.
I promise we're actually moving. I'm a ghost. I can see such things now.
Yeah, the golem's
After
back.
an eternity or two, the ghost stops. He points to an unmarked spot on the ground.
Here, dig here.
After another eternity spent digging in the ground, your shovel hits something. It's wooden. Several back-breaking heaves of the shovel later, you realize it's a coffin. Suddenly, a hand bursts through the coffin lid, then another one. A moment later,
This is not
you
a
see
treasure
the silhouette
chest.
of a woman floating out of the grave. She's mostly decomposed, though there's some rotting flesh hanging here and there on the bones.
Ghost, you lied to me.
The corpse opens her eyes. When she sees the ghost standing behind you, she immediately starts screaming.
Gunner, you worthless scum! You disgusting, lazy bastard! How dare you leave me, you rotten!
Shut up.
The woman, clearly in shock, falls silent.
I never got the courage to tell you this when I was alive. And now that I'm dead, I don't care. Shut up! Once and for all. You treated me like a piece of horse scrap. Or worse. I did everything I could, and it wasn't enough for you, was it? You know what? I'm happy now. You're gone, and I will never see you
Come join our
again.
village, zombie.
And I'm happy. And this time, I will be the one to silence you, not death. I will shut your mouth forever.
Before she has a chance to react, he throws something at her and mumbles a few words in a language you don't recognize. The woman collapses. Her bones scatter, then turn into
Did we
dust.
just witness something we weren't supposed to?
Ha! No, that felt good. Well, I might have exaggerated the treasure-related part of me story. I actually gambled everything away. But you have to
You
admit,
promised
that this
treasure.
was priceless. Oh, come on. You saw for yourself that she was a lovely creature, wasn't she? I have to admit that the
comment.
weirdness made her even more beautiful. Well, that's all I ever wanted out of me afterlife. Now I can die happy. Oh wait, but thank you, really. I couldn't have dug her up without your help.
Bruh. Oh, hey, we saved him. Well, there's one quest done. Inside block. Whack. And we'll draw 2 more cards next turn. Inside block. Whack. I should have hit block. Yep. Oh, well. Inside block. Whack. Inside block. Inside block. Die, you piece of shit. I know this guy's gonna be like, oh wait, I have no one to heal. Whack. And gone. Level 30. 15 damage with 10% for the next 5 turns. It seems breath control. Not breath control. Back now.
The investment is going to be worth it, I promise.
I bet it will be. Too bad I'm out of money. I got blood on my hands with no money. Breath control. Inside. Block. We will see what the damage is doing. Be gone. Firework. Oh, that actually worked out in my favor. Oh, sweet. We get our upgrade. So now every turn, we increase our damage by 17%. Pretty good.
What am I doing here? Well,
He hands you a round object filled with light. The moment you touch it, it blends into your hand, and you feel a strange power rising inside you.
5 defense. Pretty cool, blacksmith. I still haven't found silence. But that's okay. We'll gain 10 damage next turn. Smack you. Control. I was really hoping Insight would have got hit on breath control. Control. Okay. Thank you for the Red Death. Very cool. Insight. Block. Him. Deep breath. I should have popped that other block, and then I would have been able to kill. Look at that. Attack. Thanks for Red Death. Very cool. Increase your damage by 150%. Gain 1 block and draw a card. That's really good. Stance you play good turn. We always play a stance card, so that.
Godless heat.
What do you got, buddy? Nothing I can afford. That's the boss. So we're this way, take care of these guys. Oh, I found the treasure one. Hey, there's some ghosts. If I barrier this turn. Deep breath. Exactly the combo I wanted. Bye bye. Thick. Bye bye. Okay. Inside. Stack damage. Done. Okay. So one more of those, we'll be able to upgrade that to the next one.
An ethereal
Hey,
creature
silence.
made of light and fog appears in front of you. The whole world seems hushed due to her presence. She is truly, remarkably beautiful. It must be Silence, the girl that the blacksmith told you about.
Silence.
As you come closer, the girl becomes aware of your presence. She runs into the nearby
Don't
bushes,
run.
trying to
You
hide
have your
from
boyfriend in the
eyes.
village.
You take a few slow steps, but there's no sign of her anywhere.
Oh.
Instead, a snow-white swan flies up into the sky.
Man. I want the blacksmith to be happy. Oh, there's the treasure. Deep breath. So, walk. Eh. So we'll gain 50% damage next turn. Inside, deep breath. Let's deal some damage. Oh, why haven't I been using that? Oh, there we go. Wealth and glory to the victor.
You found what was protected when you filled your pockets up to the brim with gold.
We'll unlock a new armor slot for improved swords. We increase our armor by 10, or every 3 turns we take minimum damage. Yeah, let's do that. Inside, block. We'll gain 10 armor next turn, and we'll dish out whopping 29 damage. The wooden flute. I keep forgetting about the wooden flute. Deep breath. Insight, block, block, trap. And yeah, we'll do that. I don't know why I keep calling it deep breath when it's called breath control. Bye-bye! Man, that turn was brutal. They didn't stand a chance. I'll do small blessing.
The old man is hard at work.
Anything I can offer.
Yeah, give me the one that gives me 40 barrier. Thanks. Hey, All Mother Shrine. Okay, so all damage is going to be redirected to 4. We have our 2 blocks, so we won't take damage this turn. Gotcha, it'll be breath control that gets the plus. Nope. Do this. Block. Gain more block. Pop Sage for free. Whack. I really should do breath control first. I'll take 1 hit to our barrier. Okay, block. And we'll kill. Stand the man. We'll save the All Mother Blessing for later because we'll need it for healing. We'll gain 50% damage. And we'll kill that thing as fast as possible. So actually, okay. Insight, deep breath. We have onslaught. Okay, that one's down. Breath control. And we win. Cracked apple.
Okay, what if we're also echoes? What could it be?
Do we want a candle or do we want to get a random? We need a candle. We're pretty healthy, so we could sacrifice the HP. Insight, deep breath. I really gotta remember I have that. Getting 2 blocks. Deep breath. And we win this turn. Perfect. I'll fight the guy that's been impaled like 40 million times. Like, break, dude. Back. And we win next turn. Why, hello, Stowe. Give me a candle. Well, all that's left to do is fight the boss, so we'll run over here. Light a candle.
The shrine.
Yeah.
You feel?
What a blessing.
Priestess.
Alright,
Priestess.
we'll take healing. Because I'm broke. I can't afford legendary cards. Alright, let's go fight the golem. Going to the golem. Gonna punch a lot of golems. Candles, so we'll need to buy more candles when we get back to town. Okay, fun time. We're going to breath control. Hit that. He'll attack me, he gets stunned. Shards will come up. That. Insight, deep breath. Kill this. Seize the opportunity. Okay, we have 2 blocks up, so we can't do anything to us. We'll pop breath control. I don't want to do that yet. Okay, now we need to target this. So now we do more damage to the golem. He's going to attack us, so we're going to set that up. And because we have block, we'll do that. Insight, block. Pop our ultimate. That is the card we needed, was Onslaught. Seize the opportunity. We'll Onslaught again. Small blessing. Breath control. And we should win next turn. And that is how you beat the golem. Because you gotta risk it for the biscuits. Rapid attack. And we'll do rhythm.
This feels like an echo of something that happened before. Like then, you're left with the sensation of...
Give me a passive skill. We don't want that one, because we play a lot of cards. Dynamic entry. Oh, so there's another stone. Okay, so we don't need to rest. Let's go up to Candleman. Increase the duration. Go buy 2 candles. 32 coins left.
Trinkets, charm.
Gamble. Fuck you, Ghost. Even though I should have known better. Are you the guy that takes weird stones for upgrades? Nope. But we will take that increased chance of getting a runestone drop. Whose currency earned a very specific.
Your battle.
Draw more cards in the first turn. Yes, please.
She looks...
You did a good...
Check your abilities. Take wealth gain. No, we don't want to be the character creator. So then the campfire guy is probably Lost Soul. So you can either choose to upgrade it, or you can buy one. We'll buy one. Because usually it's the second part where we have issues. The first target is right over here. A Spirit Reaper. Insight, deep breath, and gain 40 barrier. Oh man. Deep breath. Insight, block, block. You could try and high roll it. Or you can just do that. Okay, next turn. Breath control. Isn't exactly what I wanted, but we'll take trap. Try to kill him as fast as we can. Use that so we gain 1 energy. Okay. Insight, block. Oh, smart strikes for 3. And I keep forgetting about my fucking flute. Deep breath. Use the flute. There we go. Pop that for free. Then we should have did that at the start. Insight block. Okay, we can kill him next turn, but first, do that. Breath control. Can I please get a high roll? So now all I have left is the grub. Oh, right. When you hit it to a certain HP, it splits. I'm in danger. You got... Oh, nope, it still splits even if you hit over its health. Control. Here's my block. Be gone, grub. Level 7. Gain 1 block for each enemy alive. Yes. So 2. End of turn, heal 1 hit before deal. Candle.
You
Lord
noticed the ruins of a home that was burned down. There's no telling whether it was destroyed during the war, set alight out of spite.
Let's look for valuables. Technology and asphalt. I was hoping for a runestone, but that's okay. Deep breath. Small blessing. Well, we're gonna dish out a lot of damage this turn. Pop that for free. Hit. Hit. And we're also gonna get hit for a good amount of damage. Because I keep forgetting the flute. Block. Will stun you. Kill him. And gone. Okay.
You see a glade that was once a battlefield. Whitened bones and rusted shards of armor litter the ground, creating a peculiar mosaic. Suddenly you hear a woman's voice. Her patter is full of longing and hope.
I haven't encountered
She
this one
seems to be
yet.
talking to something she's just picked up from the ground.
Is that you? You're so beautiful. No, it's not you.
Busy with whatever she's doing, she doesn't even notice your presence. The moment you move towards her, she emits a horrible shriek.
Don't come any closer. And don't look at me, stranger. Don't you dare look at me.
And finally you see her, the crooked silhouette of an old woman clad in herbalist robes. Just
You know
a
what she
second
wants?
later, she
The hand
bursts into
bouquet.
tears. Her sobbing grows louder.
Guess how old I am.
You don't look a day under 15.
She buries her face in her hands and doesn't even look in your direction.
Well, I fucked that up. Let's wait on that one. Hey, it's the bard. Deep breath. Insight, block, small blessing, block. We have 3 blocks up. So we'll counter. So yeah, that'll work out perfectly. We have 6 blocks. Deep breath. Dang, I was hoping that would kill. Huh. A counter. One small blessing. Kill him. Pop that. There we go. Yeah. Lovely. Let's reroll that. Double pain. Play 4 more. We don't play a lot of cards. So yeah, we want that. Or do we want an extra energy? I was hoping that was the runestone we need to get a...
You're quite surprised to see the singer so drained of his energy.
I remember there was a battle. A big one. I played there. But those damned Avalonians are clearly insensitive to art.
Good thing I'm Avalonian.
It was a massacre.
Big difference.
Men impaled on their own weapons. Invisible creatures floating through the battlefield and leaving our soldiers with wounds that won't heal.
The story stops as abruptly as it started. It's as if he were possessed by a ghost that suddenly left.
You can't bring Honir back.
He explains that his brother was on his way to join Arthur's armies on the battlefield. He went on the road with the supply wagons, and Bragi was looking for him among the corpses for days on end.
Yeah, the supply
When you hear
wagon.
about the supply wagons, you have an idea. You've met a woman taking care of one supply run which never made it to the battlefield. Maybe Honir is still alive.
Okay, so now we're gonna find Honir. That'll give me a blessing. Damage increase? Okay. And let's go do the treasure demon. Treasure guardian. Not onslaught, not yet. Block. Gain 50% damage. Use trap. And then we'll just focus fire. What's that? One down. Yeah, we'll kill that one too. Breath control. Block, sage. Small blessing. Another block. Proper ultimate. Another block. Inside, deep breath. So we're not going to take damage this turn. God, that's weird. What the? That should have been over 90 damage. Why was there two 16s in there? Control. Can we stun? Oh. Let's see if we can just kill. We cannot. Yes, I would like an extra block, please. Breath control. And we win. Give me my loot.
You found what was when you filled.
Oh, do we want a weapons? Let's go armor slot. Okay. Starting by 10. Increase max health by 30. Minimum damage. Well, we already have a minimum damage, so that one's just kind of in. 10. At the end of the turn, deal 1 hit for 4 damage to all enemies. Let's increase our max HP. Even though that won't heal us, that's okay. Deep breath. Okay, 5 barrier. Gate 5 barrier. Inside, deep breath. We will do sage. Breath control. So that's gonna hit for a lot. But I low rolled it, so that's cool. There's one less enemy to deal with. So block. Ah, yeah, let's keep that. Small blessing. And we have a block up, so we're gonna take damage. And there we go. Accept control enemy. Sure, do double edge. Cracked man. I just wanted an extra candle.
Choking. Inside.
Perfect. 2 more candles. And just because we have candles to waste. There we go. Be gone, Dot.
These the origin, however you can still.
It's two weird candles, get 15 health. You sacrifice 15 health, you get 2 more candles. We won't do that one. But there is a person up here that needs our help. Oh. Deep breaths. We will step here. I was hoping that would kill. Block your barrier. Perfect. Level 10. Probably piercing strike. Ooh, it's really good. That's also pretty good. Perseverance.
You greet the former prisoner, but he
Damage each turn. 5% each turn. So basically, this build, all we need to do is just stay alive long enough till we can just one-shot everything. Easier said than done, though. Because sometimes you don't get lucky. And that's okay. Damn it. But I can still get 2 blocks up. Deep breath. Okay, so we should have her kill him. Holy! A lot of blue. And he's dead. And so is that thing. Another calc. I have so many doubles.
good.
Get potions. No, you do not. Keep it double edge. So she's gonna heal. That one's down. Okay. Alrighty. Deep breath. Inside. Block. Double edge. And now we just go on the assault. And one more. Level 11. Let's do quick counter. Boy, howdy, I sure wish I could get a third one.
The blades of this lone windmill creak and groan as you approach.
Approach this one yet.
It's as if they're trying to warn you about something. When you enter...
Apologies, but I can't let you in.
I'm sorry,
The
what?
man looks at you with an unamused expression.
You weren't invited. Besides, I'm afraid I'm not in a position to tell you.
I see a bad moon rising. Do I have meat for the sizable night? So, deep breath. And we can't kill anyone this turn. So we'll take 6 damage, but we will have that ready to go for next turn. So deep breath should pop twice. And get rid of all this disturbance. Well, if they ever get the chance to hit us. Bye-bye. What the? The risk I took was calculated. And I was actually good at math for once. Whack. So we're going to take between 10 and 14. No, we're not going to take anything because I had my barrier up. You go away. Please tell me I have one of the 2 of those. Yep. So now every other turn, the enemies deal minimum damage. Do I have food for you? I do have some food for you. Let's find out. I'll pop this just in case.
As you journey through the forest, you hear a peculiar sound. It's like claws or teeth raking against metal, mingled with what sounds like the whine of a dog. Instead of a dog, a mighty knight approaches. He's mighty in every sense of the word, especially in size.
You. I haven't smelled. I understand. Though it's strange, every creature.
The knight
The weird tainted meat does not count.
His
Well. Everybody just breathe. That's what I wanted. Pop this. We're going to use that on him. We're going to gain 2 more block. Counter. Spam all the blocks. Yep, so we got one of them down, but we still haven't done any damage to the big guy yet. Hey, Bim, welcome to the party. Everything is escalating very quickly. Do that. Then hopefully. Big dim ray Pikachus. Okay, so we got time in between his attacks. Let's do that. That. You know, honestly, I think we have this in the bag. Yeah. He isn't going to attack this turn. But he will attack this turn. Counter. And end our turn. Breath control. Deep breath. Block. Reduces armor. Pop her ultimate. Pop that. And he's dead. Alright, level 12. Yeah, Skullcracker. 5% damage for each card in your hand. Yeah, we'll do that. We tend to draw a lot of cards. Okay, so this is the boss, right? Yep. I think there's anything else we can do. Except for pop a candle. Alright, let's fight a tree. See if we can beat the second beast. Oh, there's deep breath right there. That is what I needed. Just hit step. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Yeah, we use Sage. No blocks, that's okay. That isn't what I wanted. So we'll take 21 damage this turn. Breath control. We'll take 2 8 by 13. That. And then next turn we'll be able to play a card twice. Okay. And what's this tree gonna do? Beast attack? Okay, that's fine. Small blessing. Breath control. That. Counter, set trap. Pop that, get 2 more energy. And spam block. Down goes that one. Okay, one ball down. Oh, we killed the tree. Now we just gotta kill the ball. Eh. And there we go, the second boss has been defeated. Only you could start that forest fire. This build I have is super wonky. Basically every turn I gain more power. The more cards I play, I gain more power. The more blocks I have, more power. You draw.
Before your dead enemy even hits the ground, you hear a familiar voice behind you. As you turn, you see the goat.
The goat.
This one was a piece of work. We had high hopes for him. Too bad it ended like that. But 2 down, 2 to go. I'd say you're doing pretty well for a newborn. And just like before, another path opened in your village. Also, getting rid of these things gives me some space to help you out. Interested?
Special passive skill. We don't want that because we play so many cards. 20 barrier at the start's pretty good. Ayo blacksmith, I saw your
The
girl.
blacksmith is harder. You tell the blacksmith about your encounter with a girl formed of light. A girl who most probably turned into a swan.
Well, that's the strangest thing I've ever heard. But I guess I should get used to that, shouldn't I? With the weirdness all around us. I
Blacksmith was
suppose
your
there's
girl.
no way she would come to live with me. That's a shame. I really loved her.
No.
His gaze is filled with sorrow.
Don't be sad, we're gonna get your girl.
You try to comfort him, and then you hear footsteps nearby. You hear a fake cough just around the corner. It turns out that Hilda, the scientist, is hiding behind the building.
Oh, sorry, comrades. I accidentally overheard something about a woman hiding in the woods. Perhaps turned into an animal or something. I had a similar story way back when. It supposedly happened in my castle. It turned out to be a witch, living in harmony with the weirdness. Okay, so there is a simple solution to force her to stay in human form long enough to talk to her.
But she's mute.
Safe enough. For humans, at least. Although, if I'm wrong, and she's not a witch, well...
Please
It's worth
do
a try.
whatever it takes to communicate with her. I will owe you.
I'm Hilda, by the way.
Greetings, Hildy. I'm Wayland. Thank you for your help.
They look at each other a little longer than you'd expect them to. Then Hilda turns to you.
Come speak with me in a moment. I'll have the potion ready.
Okay.
The blacksmith
Can I upgrade any of your abilities? No, I cannot. So you have 2 with crack stands. Buy that one. There we go here. Combine moonstones. Aromax health is 50, plus 50.
Your battle.
Nope, we do not have enough. How about the big candle maker?
Good to see you.
Buy a candle. And we don't need those quite yet.
What can I...
More weird stone. Hang.
Hello. I'm finished. Just splatter it near the place she likes. That should... And when you're done, tell Wayland that he owes me too. I need a new cauldron. My old one's starting to leak.
I will take the weird candle. Take a nice snooze by the lost soul. Best. Upgrade the potion. Buy a potion. Anything else I need? Well, let's go down the third path. To the wild unknown. Oh, that's the boss right there. We'll actually leave this milestone for bet, and then we can get a blessing before we do the boss fight. Deep breath. Block. Barrier. My turn is done. And so, deep breath. Let's get rid of the ad first. Block. So we have 2 block. Do that. Trap. Onslaught. Under turn. Insight. Block. Onslaught again. And the turn's over. Insight. Deep breath. We should actually start reducing its armor. Proper ultimate. Block, attack. Attack. Well, yes, I would love to do that kind of damage. And the battle's over. Level 14. Oh, look. There's the meat I needed for that one ogre. More blocks is always good. Sans card you play by 0. Yep. Ethel, which we have 3 of those now. Oh, we need to unlock the weapon slot. That could get very, very violent.
You approach a weird, ethereal being. It exists in the material realm, yet leaves a fleeting, otherworldly impression. Her eyes twinkle and glow with a unique emerald shade. She's not a witch, that's for sure, but you're not exactly certain she's human.
She's a druid.
She seems to be composed of wood moss and starlight.
Yep, druid.
But the warmth she evokes in you is soon frozen by the realization that she sits in a writhing snake's nest.
Gross.
Oh my, look who we have here, my darlings. Another lost soul. She stares as more snakes slither from the woods. Tell me, what is it you want, traveler? We can do things for you if you simply promise to leave our nest in peace. Take it then and move along. May our paths never cross again.
Only more. Small blessing. Deep breath. We have one energy left. Attack. Breath control. Insight. Counter. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Alrighty. Go down. And another level up. Big crippling attack. Okay, so now we heal 7 after that.
Welcome again. Unfortunately.
Yeah, let's get more health. Nice breath. I should use breath control. Hey, HD. Get it. Massive damage all around. 2 blocks. Inside, okay, block. 2 energy left. 4 attacks coming out. We have 4 blocks. We can actually just do this. Whack. Inside. Let's play it safe. We have 8 blocks now. Deep breath. Ultimate. This. Two energy left. Counter. So now we can hit for 600, between 643 to 930 damage. Oh, make that over 1,000 damage. Whack. Okay, so now it's just me and Skelly Boy. And the battle is won. 16. Storm of Blades. Let's do natural block.
Oh, I feel like I've seen you before. Didn't we meet somewhere? Maybe in Tintagel? Come, join me. Warm yourself by the fire.
Your eyes are drawn to the man's...
My condition? Ah, it's not a condition.
The moment he says these words, you try to ask, you contemplate, then you realize, maybe the cat...
Yeah, I'll do that. You reduce it. Sure. See if we can beat up an ogre. Two energy left. Sage, small blessing, breath control. Breath control. Trolls are immune to stun, that is right. Inside. Block. Yeah. Trap. Attack. Set counter. Insight, blockade. Troll's dead. Well, let's see. Block. Grab. Intense attack, stun him. Say block. Let's hope no kill. Okay. Deep breath. So we'll be getting hit this turn. Oh no, I won't. Cleave. There's one down. Legs. And there goes the battle. Take whirlwind.
You hear strange, aggressive voices coming from the distance. Then, soon enough, you see a group of people carrying a burning statue of a demon.
Worship her! Worship her!
The crowd murmurs.
You don't want to bow before the whisper?
Fuck. There's gonna be a lot of damage coming my way. Small blessing. Yeah. This getting to block. Kill one of the attackers. Patches. Breath control. Two. Take out the last healer. And we'll pop trap just for the hell of it. They worship
Their
the false
goddess
idols.
topples to the ground as they die. Her fire flickers and burns out.
Raise your damage by 500% this turn. Okay. So I already have 3 blocks up, so I'm not going to get hit. We'll stun you. That's always good to pop. Deep breath. Come on, high roll. Set the counter ready to go. counter. Breath control. Block. Small blessing. We will stun you. That was a really good turn. Gain 10 barrier next turn. Insight, oh, small blessing. Okay, so now I won't get attacked this turn. Up this. Easy win. Level 18. You Fist of Stone. 6 card on a turn. Yes. We want that. What's that one do? Oh.
You will meet.
Yep, you're the treasure guardian. You're the enemy I was looking for. Deep breath. So we are going to take damage this turn. Actually, no we won't. Yeah, we will. But in hindsight, we will. Now we can start whacking. Breath control. Enemy plant stun. I keep forgetting the boss is immune. So whirlwind, and we win. Level 19. Let's do this one, finishing blow.
You found what was when you filled.
New weapon slot for runestones. Slap that bad boy right in there. So now every single time we play a card, we gain 8% damage. Insight, block, flute, hit the trap. You will go for the kill. Yeah, let's go for the kill. Stunned. Deep breath. You. Disturbances. Insight, block it. Kill him. Next turn. And there we go. Oh, we hit max level. Operation. Redraw additional card, reduce enemy. Ooh. Yeah, we want double the energy.
There's an old saying. As you walk deeper, you can still... Your steps become slow. Leaves rustle. The creature raises... You hear a whisper. The creature disappears.
It just wanted combat. And I chose not to give it combat. Deep breath. Arcade. That. Whirlwind. Grab, stun you. Red strikes. Kill the rat. Guy stunned. Strikes. Get some damage. Get some more damage. And we'll gain 50% attack next turn. Block, stun you, Bone Blade. Faster we can get him down, the better. cards. Cat bumpers down. Deep. And he killed himself.
Your path grows increasingly inaccessible as the branches of weirdness crooked trees splay in all directions. Suddenly, you come upon a woman who, judging by what remains of her tattered clothes, must have been someone of importance at some point in her life. You can't focus on her garb, though, because as she turns, you realize that she's feasting on the rot.
Who do we have here?
The woman giggles flirtatiously.
Give me your life's essence, and I will reward.
You show her the bouquet you received from the florist. You can sense that she's overcome with joy and...
Give it to me. This is the most magical gift I've ever received. Like it was made just for me.
You tell her everything there is to tell about your...
What a surprise it is to find someone so gentle and pure.
Okay. I thought she was going to eat my face. So we have 2 block up. 3 block stun. Reduce his armor and his attack. Deep breath. Yep, what do we get this turn? So we need at least 2 block. We have 2 block. Isn't dead yet. Insight, walk, preparation. It's ultimate. And that should kill. Okay.
Hello again, strange.
Apple. Round. Ooh, that one's actually pretty good. So, 50, negate. 5% HP. And I think that's it for all the enemies. Give a blessing. So now we can fight the big bad boss. That's a I missed. Whoops. Forgot about the Roman warband. Let's just weaken up there. bit. Control. Start new. Preparation. Walk. That, we'll save that for next turn. Save, blockade. Small blessing. This is armor. Next turn. I'm really surprised that didn't kill, actually. But that way.
You find
I saw a junk and I wanted no part. Okay, just get a blessing. This milestone, and then we will fight the third beast of the weirdness. Let's see if our wacky build's got it in it. Block. 2 energy. We will draw. Deep breath. And a counter. Plus a whirlwind. Energy back. And it is stunned. Oh, alright. Insight. Small blessing. Blockade. Preparation. 3 blocks up, so we're not going to take damage. What-oh. Breath control. Block, double pain. Touch it again. Yep. Got that. Okay, blocks. That. Deal more damage. Rapid strike. Insight. And a nice deep breath. Preparation. And we'll gain 50% damage next turn. Huh, this is slowly getting out of hand. Is what they want me to say. Because boss is dead. Thank you for the candles. We don't have 3 of those.
As the monster disappears, you expect the goat to appear. And indeed, you're not at all surprised when you hear the familiar voice.
Splendid! But don't rest on your laurels just yet. What you see right now is only the first dimension, the first level of this corrupted reality.
You can't see the creature's face, but you can imagine its smirk.
Anyway.
One special passage skill, please. We play a lot of cards, so just getting 10 berry for free is pretty good.
Good to...
Candle. Save our candle wax. Go here. Oh man. We'll take 2 potions. Let's see if she's gonna sell us a candle. Stuck? Nope. Nope. We should have quite a bit of blood.
What can I...
Upgrade your abilities. We will take an armor increase. Alright. So, action. Gamble. Exchange currencies. Let's buy some tallow. And we'll go back to the candle maker. We will start off with more candles. Alright. 4th beast. Oh, just a straight shot to it. Yeah, this guy looks cool as hell. I should have popped another candle. Pretty deep breath. I'll put another block. So gain additional block. We will actually start lowering its armor. It's a small blessing. Duration. Pop that. Oh, we can stop these. Awareness discharge. Only available in place or dwelling or blue water. Play this card to lose 10 HP and get rid of it. Well, that doesn't sound good. Anyways, I start spamming guards. And he has barriers up. We will try. There we go. Now we'll throw him down. Breath. Ultimate. Breath control. Preparation. Skull cracker. Even kill. There we go.
The creature falls to one knee. A single thought containing 1,000,000 words and images explodes in your mind.
They lied. Don't hate me, human. I bear you no ill will.
Is that Demon King Arthur?
Oh, that was brilliant. Really a sight for sore eyes. Finally, something's going according to plan. It's good to see that someone actually stood a chance against him. We might have a shot at surviving this whole crazy ordeal after all.
Uh-oh.
Oh, curious. Well, we might have. I mean, no, we didn't lie, but the whole truth has yet to be revealed, see? These things are complicated. Okay, I guess we did promise to tell you more after you were finished with the 4 Guardians. There's a certain reality balancing thing happening here, you see. It's a story of a brave hero. That's you, fighting a monster which threatens the world. Yes, the one you just eliminated, but it's not only human reality that's broken. They, the 4 dwellers, have the same problem you have, and so he's actually living in the same story you are, only in his version, he's the hero. And can you guess who the antagonist is? The
Son of
point
a
is
bitch.
simple. Your fight is an eternal struggle of good versus evil.
I
Nobody
literally
can
just
win,
came here to find my
nobody
car
can
keys.
lose, because that would debalance the narrative, unless one of you is brave and strong enough to get rid of the source of this corruption.
Alright,
I'm
Goat
going to tell
Man.
you how to summon the real enemy. From now on, you will be able to collect hearts of the Guardians after killing them. When you get all 3, you have to burn them at the menhir in your village instead of coming to fight this poor boy here. This is the only way. Kill 3 Guardians, take their hearts, and burn the hearts at the menhir. Simple enough, isn't it? Then good luck.
Do I restart? Okay, yep. I wonder what character we unlocked. The Zealot. Good damage. Unused base energy carries over to the next turn. Gain temporary for every unused block. And we got the Berserker. Huh. So we saved 1 villager. We can now go after the true boss. And we saved 1 soul from corruption. Alright, thank you so much for playing. We hope you're having fun. Please consider it a review. We really appreciate all the feedback. And again, I'll bet long shots. Stay strong, be patient, have fun. You know what? I did have fun. I had a blast with this one. But that is where we're going to call the end of the stream. We were able to beat the final boss, and now we can go on to the true boss. So, with that, I'm Avalon. We'll take the shot media. May your wells never break and your arc shine bright. See you in the next one. Bye.